Which one are you wanting to ask, the dad or
The
Molly?
dad.
He says, you know, I'm not I'm not sure that how the police would do it since it's cross state lines and stuff. I got no idea on it.
Mm.
I haven't had great experiences with the police when I was younger, and I also have known of the Young Detective Agency. I had some friends that had really good results and stuff.
Mm.
So,
Logan, is there an FBI in this country?
New skill. Give me a Voris lore roll. Voris current events, actually. Yeah.
Nope.
Yeah, maybe.
Yes, I too was a troubled teen with problems with the law. I sympathise with your polite. Bring it in. I give the guy a hug.
Awkward hug going on. You guys just sit there and look at him like. Does anybody else have any questions for either of them?
No.
They think they're done, but you guys may drag out.
No. I want contact numbers for both of them so they are accessible at any point we need further information if we do.
In addition to my contact number, says the dad, is there anything else that I can give you now that would help you with your investigation?
Where's her mother?
You know what? A picture of the girl would be nice.
He provides you with one. Actually, also, so does her friend Molly. What did you say, Freddie?
Her mother. Where's?
Oh, she died several years ago. He tells you.
I see.
Does she have a diary or anything?
That's what I was going to ask.
Not that.
She probably would have taken it with her.
Quite possibly. Here's what she looks like along with her friend. Again, please imagine it's getting a little bit more green.
We're lizards. We like to party.
By the way, you other two have a pretty good idea that at some point Alex Kinley's going to fuck one of these lizards, and if you're witnessing this, you're going to lose sanity. You're pretty sure.
Get ready for it. Has anyone maxed out Alex Kinley yet?
Is there anything else that I can give you?
Can you show us? Does she have a room we can look at? Does she have a bedroom?
Yeah, he's happy to take you to that. Before you leave for there, is there anything else?
You don't happen to have her telephone number because she's been in contact with her friend. So was that via mobile or was that via payphone?
Payphone.
Of course it was.
1980s.
The mobiles exist in 1980s?
Yes. They were called bricks.
Bricks, yeah.
They were expensive. They were the size of a World War II walkie-talkie.
Yeah.
And only the richest people could afford to get fucking messages. And a lot of times they were staying in the car because they were so heavy that carrying them around would cause you stress and anxiety.
I don't by chance, but there's no chance you managed to fit her with a GPS unit when she was a kid by any chance.
I'm not even sure they have.
No, but I'm still asking. Was she chipped?
His lizard mouth opens and goes, ah.
Pop.
I think she liked chips, he says.
What was the name of the organization that she tried out for in Las Vegas?
Card Freddy, that would be. Hold on now, let me find that.
I have a red.
Yes.
Feeling paranoid. If I have negative favors with any NPC, one of them, GM choice, will do something bad to you.
I don't believe you have negative favors.
I don't think so. Who do you have negative favors with, Freddie?
Favors, not really. But right. I'm not like particularly. Yeah.
It's not liked.
Yeah, no, I think that's fine.
So does she? Do you know this little fresh person too?
That's the name that my daughter was using. He says.
Oh, she's little fresh. Little
Yeah.
fresh.
Yeah.
That's the other name she goes by.
Well, who'd she get it by? Who'd she get the name from?
We
Kid
certainly.
Everybody
These
gets
days?
nicknames. Somebody nicknamed somebody.
Or if you just named it, so.
Or artists, yeah, artists have to come up with an artist name, don't they?
Yes.
And what kind of music did you do? Rap or? I'm assuming rap.
Yeah, I guess with a name like that. Hip hop back in the day.
Yeah, hip hop.
Mm-hmm.
Also,
Hip
do
hop.
you have a sample of her music we can listen to?
Yes. Yes. Hold on.
No.
I'm looking for that fucking information that Matt had asked for. In fact, hold on. Make big. Is it TC Productions?
I think it was Freddie asking for that.
Well, the
Yeah,
name
that
of the
the organization.
thing you
Yeah.
tried
Yeah.
out with?
That
Yeah.
was Freddie.
Oh. Hold on, double checking here. Sorry, but there's literally a lot of shit here.
Yeah.
That's fine, don't worry.
Mm.
Keep up, old man, or we're gonna have to get a new GM.
I hear you. I believe it. Yeah. TC Productions.
What's the TC stand?
I hear it knocking.
Top
Hold on.
Cat. Ooh.
And this is the company that she was working with, or something like that.
Yeah, the ones you tried out with.
What's it called? TC what? TC Productions.
TC. Top Cat. Ah,
It's not food.
go get food. Be back.
Not food.
Ah, bollocks.
I told you not food.
I didn't hear.
Oh. Let's see.
TC Productions, you said?
Food guy. Right. So Top Cat Productions.
The TC stands for Todd Christopher, whatever the fuck that means.
Right. Probably a
These
guy's name.
guys don't know, by the way.
Huh?
The people you're interviewing don't know. By the way, just so you guys know, you get a sample of her music. It's as wonderful as hip hop can be, says Logan, which is, in Logan's view, not wonderful, but for people who like that, sure.
Oh, it actually sounds decent.
If you're into hip hop and the way Slaystack pronounce things, sure. They don't have really mobile lips, so it's more like blah, 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 blah.
Yeah.
But her room produces no new clues. You get extra pictures of her and stuff. When you're at the house, the guy's like, "Do you need any other documents or anything?" I mean, she was 17.
She's 17 now. Okay.
So she had a driving license?
No.
Okay.
Thank God.
Did she have a passport? I know Americans generally don't have passports.
No.
Okay.
I can get you a different document if you'd like.
Yeah.
Oh, everybody give me law rolls with all this document talk. Somebody will eventually make their fucking law roll.
Law.
Oh. I hate law. Law. Shove it up your ass.
We're horrible detectives.
Hey, I made it.
Oh my
Yay.
God. Freddie is a lawyer compared to the rest of the group.
I made it too.
Oh my God. Right. You guys, Freddie's like, we should get her birth certificate. And Tommy's like, we should get a letter that shows that this guy has actually hired us, because it may cut through some bullshit later. And Freddie's like, Special laws may apply for like a minor going cross state lines and shit.
Yeah, that's
Do I
fine.
get a
Also,
check and learn as well?
Yeah.
Since
Is
If it's-
your law at your learn?
yes,
Then yes.
is are our detective licenses countrywide or
Yes. Yes, they are definitely countrywide. Possibly
But
even internationally, depending on modules needs at a later time. Who knows?
but still, like you said, there's probably some kind of laws we got to look into as far as like a minor going missing across state lines. It might give us more availability to certain things than normally would.
Possible. Yes.
Yeah.
so
That'll be in your research phase.
Yeah.
the last contact that either of them or that Molly had was 2 weeks ago, correct? With
Yeah.
Angelique.
2 weeks.
Yeah,
Mhm.
2 weeks ago. Okay.
Now, in that conversation, did
So
she?
was it 2 weeks ago?
Yeah, you
That's-
said 2 weeks.
Yeah, what you said.
Oh. Oh, there you go then.
So when did she book the ticket though? I'm trying to get a line.
The day of the conversation. Yes, I'm giving you a card for you developing a timeline, which is always.
So she called up. She was obviously very distressed. She booked a ticket that day, but never got on, and that was 2 weeks ago. So they're like, yeah, she should have been home by now. It's been 2 weeks.
Yeah.
What was she distressed about? Like, just nervous for the audition, or?
Oh, sorry. As far as air stuff goes, there is no air travel. So yes, bus will be the way out there. Sorry, slee stacks don't fly. My bad.
I've got a critical thinking. Has anyone got a crap card? Because everything
I have.
I've got.
I had 2 of those Prodigy. One second. The Prestige module only card. You want one?
Holy shit!
No, I'm looking to. I need to.
I was skill 5, so
Yeah,
I can give me that.
yeah. Just get. I'll trade this to you, and you just go throw the skill 5.
I was going to say, because I think Matt's got a victory. If you've got 2 victories,
Yeah.
John, it might be a good idea to trade one with Freddie, because that way your eggs aren't all in the same basket.
Well, I wouldn't worry about it quite yet because I've got a note card. So if anything really bad comes along, we can get rid of it first.
Good point.
And then I'm hoping for a this doesn't go away card, or we can
reclaim. Yeah.
I'm going on standby.
Is there anything else you're wanting to ask these guys?
Yeah. I wanted to
did
speak to
she-
Molly.
Yeah, Molly.
Do they have computers too in this era, in this zone?
Their computers suck ass. You can either get the kind that have the huge disk drive that you can fold up and put in your pocket.
Yeah.
Or the cassette tapes that can put in information, both of which take forever. And no, the computers pretty much suck ass in this world. The best thing you can do is get onto bulletin boards and shit, and then you can look at the green text and shit on the black screen. That's pretty much cutting edge now.
Does she have a screen name for her on these bulletin boards?
Oh no, she doesn't own a computer. This is the age of the nerd, where only nerds own computers, I'm afraid. They're pretty much at this point just coming out of like 10 years ago was like, I bet I can get the computer to say my name, and they're just moving out of that into, I bet we can get this computer to play some interesting games, and maybe we can have a fucking big argument about, something with pop culture on the bulletin boards and shit.
I want to check on my son real quick. He's in the next room over.
Roger.
So, when you spoke to Angelique on the phone, Molly, what was she distressed about specifically?
I think that the place that she was at and the whole vibe and stuff was freaking her out. I think she just wanted out of Vegas, if I had to guess, she says.
So she didn't mention anything, any detail could be handed. She didn't mention any
Something
names.
about a cult. No, she didn't.
So yeah, she didn't mention any names, any places. Any
Oh,
location?
sorry. The talent agency. My bad. I got it wrong. It's called Blaze of Glory. Blaze of Glory.
Okay. Not TC.
No, but mod. No, there's no mod. So yeah, not TC. TC will come up later.
Yeah, I was gonna say.
Yeah,
We know that's coming up.
giving everybody a card for Logan not knowing what the fuck is going on because stuff.
Right.
There you go. Yeah.
Yeah.
For all the GMs that don't have cards, retconning is harder. Anyway, so Blaze of Glory. But yeah, she didn't say exactly. She just said that she was freaked out. It seemed to be some sort of cult thing. She said she was getting on a bus, didn't hear anything else from her. Got worried when the bus didn't come.
Well, it came, but she wasn't on it.
Right.
Can we?
Oh,
Obviously,
by the way, the detective agency, up to you guys. You can either get on the normal bus, which will take fucking forever, or they can provide like a rental car type thing. Well, actually, a detective agency car. Up to you guys.
We'll just take the car because we might need transport once we're there, rather than taxiing it everywhere.
yeah. What would we need to do? If we wanted to get a history of every single bus that she's taken in the past month or something, where would we find that information? At the bus terminal or?
Bus terminal would be an awesome place to go.
Okay.
Yeah, because it's not as convenient as these days. These days, it's like, did somebody bother to put it onto digital, or does it automatically go onto digital? Back then, it's like there's no reason to put it on digital.
Would we have any issue? So if we walked up to the bus terminal and say, "Hey, we're looking for this person," would they be like, "No, that's private information," or would they allow us?
Give me a law roll.
This is where we got to find out what our powers are.
Yeah. What can you do?
Power.
No, I failed it.
Yeah, maybe.
Does anyone else want to try that?
What's that?
Law.
Yeah. What law roll again? Let's see.
I have a 25% chance, and it's not liking me on law today.
I mean, I have 45% chance. I'm just as bad.
Try.
Will Tom.
Bargain man. Bargain. Now we're gonna call lawman soon.
Ooh.
Damn.
Bargain lawman.
Yes.
Get your new bargain laws. Come on down.
Well, if we needed if we needed permission from her father to get this information, would they accept a phone call from the father?
You've got a signed, notarized letter from him.
That'll work then. Okay.
Hopefully.
We're going to flash that everywhere, and our private eye detective, and hope it works.
Yeah.
Okay. Any other questions, you two?
I would say if we should time is of the essence right now, so let's just get going because like mentioned, these guys probably keep like hard copies for a limited amount of time, rather than like we back up everything digitally for like 2 years like they do now. So we need to go.
All right, to the bus terminal.
Pull up your socks and grab your cocks.
Literally, or?
Yeah, that's what I'm doing.
Okay.
Is that hand down pants or?
Whichever you want.
Be sure to decrease your hand back down to 4, John.
Yeah, give me 1 second.
So nothing else you guys want to research from here? You're off to Vegas?
Well, is stuff going to be different researching here to there?
The father mentioned she was doing pot or something. Does he know where she got it from?
No, not. Of course not. Fathers never know where their kids get the
All right, well
drugs.
then I'll ask Molly. Hey,
Oh, she has no idea either.
Oh, yeah?
She's guessing. No, she's into the look of emo, but emos aren't really huge into drugs.
Okay.
They're busy with their pain.
Hold on. How about this? Can we find out where she was? Did she did an initial talent cast here before getting a second call to the next place?
Well, the next place she got the talent call to that you've already got the name of, the Blaze of Glory, is over in Chicago. So quite a ways from where you're
So
at.
she went from
In the opposite direction.
So that wasn't Vegas then?
No. Before she went to Vegas, she went to Chicago to get the.
Oh, that was the first call.
Right.
Oh, that's miles away then.
okay.
I mean, it's possible to get them on the phone or wherever. You've got a phone number.
Yeah, but I don't necessarily have to go there. But what is it? The same company or is it a different company? Is it the same Blaze of Glory? Did they send them?
There's no Blaze of Glory in Vegas. Only Chicago.
Okay.
Right. So they've gone. She went to Chicago for a audition with Blaze of Glory, and then she went home, and then she got a second. They were like, "We want to." She got a call. We want to see you in Vegas.
Yeah.
Where was that place?
You're not sure on that yet.
She didn't tell anyone. Like
No,
where she
off she went.
Didn't even tell Molly. Like, oh, by the way, I'm getting an audition at this place.
She just said she was going west, the way of Horatio Algernon, the Donner Party.
These sleaze stacks are just.
Does she have an agent?
No.
The fuck is she doing?
She's 17.
Yeah.
So how did she get her music produced then? With no agent?
Molly has no fucking clue. She has a cassette with her music on it. That
I'll ask her father then.
Oh, we'll take that.
Yoink. It's all I have to remember about, she says, fighting with Kinley.
So does her father know?
No, he forbid her from getting into music because he wanted her to finish school and all that.
Where's the
I wanted her to finish school and then go to college and meet up with a nice young boy and then lay a clutch of eggs and, have grandchildren.
We should find a drug dealer. We should find a pot dealer.
But isn't it illegal to sign a record deal as a minor? Isn't that a thing?
The father attempts to make his law roll. Yes, it is. But she may not have signed a record deal. She may have just signed some sort of other deal. But it would still be illegal because she is a minor. So I don't know how it all works.
Where's the nearest record studio?
I don't know. I'm not a music person, he says.
All right, fine. We'll look into it.
Good.
Just, let us know if there's nothing there. But what about the school? Is there any leads for that? Is there anyone else there that? No. Okay.
How about some club scenes? Any club scenes around here that the kids hang out at?
Some, but not really. I mean, they're not old enough to get in and drink alcohol, so their clubs are rather. Plus, this is before they had the oxygen bars and before they had the soft drinks only clubs and stuff. So pretty much their only hope was to look old enough to get into clubs illegally.
Which is hard to say with sleaze stack.
Yeah.
How old are you? 87. Sure, sounds good. Come on.
Did Angelique have a boyfriend or a girlfriend or?
Not that anybody knew about.
Okay.
Just thinking if there's anything else we need to research while here.
Well,
how about her bedroom? Can we take a look at her room, her bedroom?
You've done so. There's no new clues in there.
Yeah.
So the mother, she died early, right?
2 years ago.
Do we know of what?
Natural causes.
Okay.
She caught sleestackitis and
Oh, god damn.
yeah.
I thought it might have been kindleitis.
No,
I'm your father.
she had not seen the glory of your penis and succumbed to death from being in shock or whatever.
Poor lady.
Yeah, I can't think of anything else other than checking
What
out the
a way
rest
to
of the
go.
video.
What a way to go. Yeah, I mean, well, I don't know if there's any. Yeah, I really can't think of anything off the top of my head right now that we could.
So, should we go to Vegas or Chicago?
Vegas, not Chicago.
Although the Blaze of Glory is based just outside
Well,
of
no.
Chicago.
First, we need to go to the bus terminal, get history of where she's been, and then
Now, the bus terminal. Okay, the bus terminal here or the bus terminal in Vegas?
How are they?
We might as well start with the one here.
Yeah.
No problem. You guys cruise over to the bus terminal. There's a bunch of there's the usual different freak show of creatures and stuff in there, in addition to a bunch of sleestack. All of them look bored out of their minds. You go and through flashing around the credentials, the papers, and all that. They show you that girl named Angelique, fill in last name, had gotten a few weeks ago or whatever, at the appropriate time, had taken a bus out to Vegas.
6 months ago.
Right.
To Vegas.
Actually, they didn't even have 6 months ago records. No, Matt was right on that. They trashed them. They have no idea who you people are or what you're talking about.
All right, then we'll go to Chicago, maybe.
Was she traveling with anybody? You see?
They don't know. 6 months is a long fucking time ago.
Yeah.
And they see.
Yeah, there's no record, so they don't know.
No,
how long does it take to from here to Chicago?
By car or by bus?
Car.
By car, maybe, I don't know, 10, 12 hours, something like that.
Oh, my goodness. It's a big country.
Yeah. And Chicago to Vegas is going to be fucking...
Wait, where are we right now?
Couple of days.
San Angeles? Are we in San Angeles? Right
no,
now?
You guys, well, actually, no. Yeah, you've got it. No, you're in Ohio, I think, right now, doing
I have
this.
no idea what that is, but okay.
Long way away. I could actually figure out the exact times, but it's not important. You'll be there within everything in the USA. If you're willing to drive long enough, it's within a 2 days maximum.
Okay.
You could literally drive across the country in 2 days if you had good roads. But the sleestack, their freeways are not fucking great.
Let's see if we can first get hold of someone via telephone for Chicago. I don't know if it's worth driving all the way there if we can get all
maybe
the information.
just call them. Yeah, call the bus terminal and ask.
Just say if they remember someone coming in with that artist's name and you know what happened, how did the audition go, and all that stuff.
No problem. You guys call up and talk to Maud Suzuki.
Wow.
Yeah.
Is that going to go up on the thing? Thank you, sir.
Yes, it is.
And who's this person?
She is the general manager. You didn't start with her. You got passed up to her.
Does anyone have a shit card that they want to trade for a checking essence? I don't need it because I've maxed out.
Oh, yeah, I'll trade my skill point.
Whatever you trade me, I'm gonna have to throw away because I've got
that's fine.
Okay. There you go.
She says, "I'm sorry, we have confidentiality clauses and such that protect all of our entertainers."
Okay. How about if we tell you that we have a written consent from the father whose daughters went missing, and we work for a private investigating company?
Can you fax that over?
Yes.
Right. One fax later. She after struggling a bit, she caves, and she says, "Well, apparently the young lady, because she wanted a picture, she had a apparently a very good fake ID under the name of Lil Fresh that claimed she was 21. She was exactly what they were looking for, a raw, talented singer with attitude. Maud put her in a contract with TC Productions. TC Productions operates out of Las Vegas, and it's somehow connected with a former teen idol that was back about 30 years ago, named Todd Christopher.
So that's what the company's named after. Is that first?
Yes,
big
Todd
artist.
Christopher. Correct. Yeah, it was the equivalent of a 1970s teen idol, except it was further back in this timeline. But the TC Productions wants raw talent and are willing to overlook reputations being difficult to work with and even criminal pasts. They have a standing order for singers fitting that profile with many reputable talent agencies. Maud has even heard stories of TC Productions staging tryouts at juvenile halfway houses and residential treatment centers.
And is this in Las Vegas?
Yes.
Okay.
After carefully cross-questioning her, that's pretty much all she knows.
So how does it work? So these guys saw her and passed on, like they knew this agency was looking for artists like her,
right?
And passed them along.
Yeah.
Okay. Have you guys ever had feedback from other artists that you referred to this one particular publishing company?
Yes.
Is it good feedback?
Indifferent. A lot of times it's just not a good fit.
Or the people go missing.
They what? There's more people going missing?
No, but have you ever had feedback from, like,
nobody's ever called us and told us they've gone missing, sir.
No, not them directly, but other family members saying,
no,
you saw my son, daughter, whatever, you referred them to TC Publishing, and now they're not here anymore.
No, but TC has recently started looking for artists and such. So
why only recently?
I don't know. Maybe they've just now started to need them.
Who owns the company?
Yeah, let's look into TC. We need to look. Okay, I think that's enough for now. If we have anything else, we'll let you know.
Well, I have just one question.
Oh, okay.
Do they have? Is there any? When they put out people are going to be singing at certain places, do you guys have a list or know of any concerts that are happening where she would be singing or something?
No, they don't do that. Basically, they look for people that fit the mold, and then anybody who's advertised for them, because there might be several different people. Then they try to. Their job is to simply
get them recognized.
Yeah.
Okay, fair enough.
And do they know who owns TC Productions?
Possibly this Todd Christopher guy.
Oh, he's still alive? Okay.
Yeah.
Do you guys have an address of him or for anything too?
No, we have an address for the company.
Yes, please.
They give it to you.
Cool.
And she's the manager. Maud is from Blaze of Glory.
Yep. They're simply a talent agency.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. They refer over.
Yeah. You go to them, get recognized, as Tom said, and then they go, hey, we think these guys could use you. That's their whole business in life. You don't know anything about them beyond that.
All right, well, I think we should probably head on over to Vegas.
Mm-hmm.
Was there any research you wanted to do while you're here before you started going?
Actually, I wouldn't mind, while we're here, I wouldn't mind just looking into the TC company. I want to know, like, who runs it, if they've had any new employees, like new higher ups, like, a guy that's just started who's in charge of, young new singers or something, who might be a complete creep bag, and who owns a cult or something.
No find out if they was issued a bodyguard or some. Everybody has bodyguards if you're some kind of a decent singer.
True. Right. you guys, initial research shows that there may actually be stuff online with this, like on bulletin boards.
There's no internet in 1980.
They have bulletin boards here.
Oh, okay. Fine.
Yes.
Yeah.
Plus, sometimes you might even be able to get like those photographs that are made of characters and shit, the ASCII photographs, because everybody loves those. And they're harder to wank to, but if you concentrate. The state of porn. It shows like a slee stack being printed out in ASCII. Some guy going.
Yeah, no, let's have a look at that.
Everybody give me a research roll. You go to a library, they've got like the one computer that you have to wear gloves when you're using it and shit.
Really? Oh my goodness.
It's gonna blow up when I touch it.
Plus the keyboard is
critical.
Oh wow. All right.
Which research on Derwich?
Library
research.
Oh, library, okay.
Freddie, are you wanting to try playing with their computer, or are you happy for paper records?
Oh, I'm doing the computer. What are you doing?
We both crit. Super information.
I hear something on the door. Hold on.
I got mine by half.
Food. Glorious food.
Food, Matt.
I hope they're going to share. I was going to become a costume today, so it may be tomorrow. I cannot tell you. If I tell you, a ruined surprise. Be right back.
Did you get my large churros? Yeah, these. Those are churros? Yeah. The next one. That's the large one. Shit. Is that it, really? That's the picture. It's not attacking it. No. I'll have one onion ring, you have the rest. I bet they fucking forgot you put both onion rings. No, I think this is one. They're coating. Yeah. What's that? Weak. These are horrible onion rings. Well, we know better than to eat the onion rings from here, yeah. Thank God for everything in little boxes. Right. So, did you make a computer use roll, Freddie, for the weird slee stack keyboard and shit?
Oh, I can do that now. Hold on. Computer use.
I can get a roll for you assistance.
Oh, well, sorry. I already rolled. Sorry about that.
Yeah, okay.
So, quarter on the computer, quit on the research.
Right.
I like tacos.
Anybody that doesn't is evil.
I know. Did you ever try walking tacos?
No.
All right, you ready for this? Very simple. Get a bag of Doritos. You can make everything like the tacos, the ground meat, the cheese, the sauce, everything. Open up the bag of Doritos. Put the meat in there, the sauce, the cheese. Just eat from the bag. That's called walking tacos.
That sounds like a very American invention to me.
It is. It is delicious. Trust me. It's quick and fast too.
I suppose it's better than eating out of a bucket. I'm delaying until Matt gets back to his computer.
you guys see the trailer I bought
Hmm?
on Facebook? The trailer I bought down the New Jersey shoreline. I'll have to send it
That's
to you
one
in the
with no
inbox.
Wi-Fi.
Minimal Wi-Fi
Mm-hmm.
and a lot of background noise.
Mm-hmm. Cool.
I'll send you inbox on Facebook the picture of it.
Doesn't owning one increase the likelihood of tornadoes, though?
Nah, I mean, you get them, but they're not as much as it is other places.
You know about trailers and tornadoes, right, Faye?
They fly.
Yeah. I've heard the stories.
They're all true.
Sent you inbox on Facebook.
Hmm.
I'll send one to Freddie too.
I'll check it out later. What you guys find? TC Productions is a limited liability company headquartered in a suite on the 29th floor of the Tower of Babel Hotel and Casino on Vegas Strip. Todd Christopher is listed as president. He owns or employs about 100 people. And its offices are on the 29th floor of the Tower Babel Hotel and Casino. With your various criticals, the company's name is coming up in some reviews as producing a stage show called, quote, Over the Edge. There are rumors that apart from this stage show, TC Productions has its claws in other Las Vegas pies, specifically arranging various extreme entertainment outings and planning high-end private parties. One of the rumors you guys find is that TC Productions can put on, quote, made-to-order parties for A-listers. These are the kind of parties that Alex Kinley has been to with Doc Fulton, since Doc Fulton, I believe, was an A-lister at one point. Lots of mountains of cocaine, prostitutes, the whole 9 yards. But it looks like, generally speaking, TC Productions is a clean and legitimate business with no known ties to anything grossly illegal. Nobody knows the precise ownership or investor details, but it's generally believed that Todd Christopher is the boss of the operation.
Can we do some research on Todd Christopher himself?
Give me the rolls.
Yeah, that we could pull a picture up of him.
Mm-hmm.
Library research roll?
Mm-hmm.
Normal success.
Mm-hmm. Can anybody beat that?
Let me see. My quarter.
These are okay, Matt, but I think the burritos are better. What do you think?
Yeah, agree.
Okay, some handouts then.
Who are the chicks and stuff on here?
Hmm?
These other pictures that are showing up on this black thing. The old guy. Are this the?
These are people you've already met. I showed you the pictures of them when you were meeting them. Let's see what else we got. Now, if you see something in Wikipedia format and all that, know that there is no Wikipedia, but let's see. Assuming you guys have already seen that picture, that's a really old magazine picture that he was in. Let me see here. There's the one I want. Hold on, switching you to a new board. I will let somebody else read this out to the studio audience, whoever's got a lovely reading voice. Hold on, let me uncover it.
Well, since
you don't have to read out the whole thing, by the way, just whatever you think is fucking relevant.
It's very blurry. I can't read.
Scroll in.
I am. Okay,
Really?
I can barely read it. Okay.
Let me see. Give me a second.
I was going to say my scrolling in gives me a nice crisp.
It says here, do you want the personal life or?
Read off whatever you think is relevant.
Let's see. Well, we can get his name and his date of birth for maybe some kind of database. He was born September 27th, 1950. Let's see.
Yeah, so he should be about 50 years old in this mod. I'm going from about 2000.
Let's see. He's of Scottish descent. Let's see. He moved to California. He's only been seen at nightclubs, industry functions. He was never married, has no children. He was linked to a number of young models and actresses in his heyday career. Let's see here.
What are these damn album names? Yeah, can't prove it. What?
Mm-hmm.
What?
His last appearance was 1970. In 2008, Todd resurfaced unexpectedly as the master of ceremonies for Over the Edge, the Las Vegas floor and variety show.
Master of ceremony. What's a master ceremony specifically? What do they do? I'm asking you two, because I don't know.
Master of ceremony, I guess. Maybe he's the host, I guess.
Just in charge of everything.
Yeah.
Okay.
Gets it all organized.
So, I mean, he was born in Bismarck, North Dakota, as Jane to James, an accountant, and Dorothy. Maybe we could talk to his parents if they're still in Bismarck, North Dakota.
And if they're still alive.
Yes.
The guy is 50, so that'd be super old.
How long do sleep stacks live for?
And that's not about as long as humans.
Okay.
His birth name, in case he goes by anything different besides it, is James Kenneth McDaniel.
Good to know.
Remind me to give you money, Matt.
So, and the dad was James and mom was Dorothy. James. So, give me 1 second, gentlemen.
So, done eating. Hooray. Food in boxes. I gave Freddie a card for spotting something clever.
Oh, okay.
So hold on. What year is it now?
Yeah.
19...
Well, the time the tech level is 1980s.
About that, yeah.
And when you're looking at these years, just figure it's around 2010 ish.
Right.
For counting back and stuff. That's why, like, the production Over the Edge started in 2008 through present, so it's been going for like 2 years.
Yeah. So he does have a fan page, an unofficial puppies and kittens site. Maybe we can ask if maybe we can try to see if we're looking for maybe puppy or kittens, and maybe try to meet with him, like kind of bait him.
I want to know why he went quiet for 40 years.
Probably
just a trend. Maybe just the trend wasn't working, and he came out with these new people. And now he's probably coming back onto the market.
Is there any like early photos and older photos? Like, basically, I'm asking, can I tell it's the same person?
Oh yeah, he is. He's aged, obviously, but
yeah, but it looks like him still.
Let me see here. I will give you a blurb that I believe includes some of that. Easily accessible information. He was born, blah, blah, blah. He was a teen idol, despite a great deal of actual talent, dropped out of the entertainment scene for decades, only resurfaced recently. He has the voice of Angel, perfect pitch, radio friendly, wide range. Comparisons have been made to other famous musicians. Nobody cares. At the age of 16, he moved to California with the permission of his parents, enrolled in the School for the Arts. His vocal talent led to a recording contract. He had a small string of bubblegum pop records, national and international tours. Teenage girl magazines loved him. His biggest single was called Puppies and Kittens, his #1 hit for several weeks 30 years ago. It's one of those insipid, bouncy, tambourine-heavy ballads about frustrated young love and all that, but he could definitely hit a sustained high note. One of the creepy things, Matt, is this guy and the guy who's the main bad guy of the show we were watching last night are not all that dissimilar. I thought that was fucking a little bit of serendipity there, a little synchronicity shit going on. Older pictures of Todd reveal a tall, athletic, pretty boy with long, heavily feathered blonde hair and a big, perfect smile. More recent pictures, still recognizable as the same guy, though he looks a little scary and a lot wrung out. He dresses immaculately, but lots of makeup. He's thin and wears wigs on all occasions. It says, visualize Keith Richards, Phil Spector, or other aging music industry persons who look like they have lived very hard lives, and then add on a very thin layer of former boyish teeny bopper appeal. That's all this information is what you get on the surface. Since TomTom had made a amazing library research, he gets a little bit of extra information. If anybody else wants to try other library research roles to go deeper, then I'll let you other two roll. As far as TomTom, he's done with his roles. He's already shown it. The other extra stuff that TomTom picks up is this guy's manager of Todd Christopher is named Marv Bloomberg. Hold on, name coming into roll 20 here. Yep.
And what was he? That's his manager?
It was his manager during his bubblegum idol years. Stayed in touch with him to extent. It's now he's rumored to be working with him again, managing Las Vegas show.
Wait, hold on.
What?
His manager's how old?
Really old.
Oh, geez.
Probably 60, 70 years old.
All right.
Insiders from his teen idol days, according to like little blurbs and stuff you read, lots of sexual exploits, extremely hard partying. This guy did it all. How about you other two? Is anybody else able to pull off Tom level of
I want to check into the production Over the Edge.
Bumble.
No problem. Alex has gotten sidetracked. He's reading some sort of book about it says, can I ask you a question? The story of two-handed Lachabar axes and killing.
Come on, Alex, wake up. Get back into the game, brother.
Made mine by half.
You also, wait, you were switching research topics though, yeah?
Yeah.
Okay, hold on. Let me switch over to that. Here's information. Again, it's not in Wikipedia format as Wiki doesn't exist, but here's another handout for Over the Edge. Pink. Enjoy.
I would love to know where you find this shit. Over the Edge. Okay. So.
By the way, everybody, please keep in mind, do not talk about this with others as this may get rerun in the future.
Yeah.
Well, we know there's shows Wednesdays through Sunday.
Trying to see what kind of show is it.
Maybe we should just go to one of these shows and just sit back and see who we see.
No.
Shows are Wednesday through Sunday. Monday and Tuesday are dark.
Hold on a second. Adult-oriented show. She's underage. What? There's
Gamora
bad
Theater.
vibes about this.
Oh, so it's in a tower at Babel. Okay.
Y'all.
Show starts at 10 o'clock.
I'm just trying to see what the show is. It sounds like some kind of burlesque adult show. I don't know. I'm trying to just read.
Let's just go and check it out. We can maybe get leads there.
Oh, it's like a circus. Circus actor.
You sound so fucking disappointed. Circus.
Yeah, and there's music as well.
Any useful information that you want to share with the studio audience on them?
Well, I'd like to serve alcohol for Alex. They serve alcohol.
So the show itself is some kind of like an acrobatics circus act with like tigers and trapeze, artists and high wax, lots of dangerous stuff. They even have like really long parkour jumps with no like nets or anything. Lots of crazy shit basically.
Yeah.
There's during set changes, a multicultural singing troupe performed a series of dance routines involving amazingly beautiful singing.
Buy tickets, man. Let's do this show. We got phone numbers too.
I mean, tickets. Are these prices the same as in this world, Logan?
No, they're about half the price that is listed. Is anybody else wishing to do any other kind of research before you leave Ohio to go to Vegas?
Yeah, I want to check the puppies and kittens page that he's and try to Google his name, see if there's we could show interest of some sort. Maybe we can meet this guy.
You Google Google. They don't really have Google, but you get onto the fan page and encounter a couple hundred people whose fondest dream would be to someday meet this guy. They express it often and loudly. You're thinking that just looking at it, your chances of getting noticed by this guy on this page are about the same as a knock on the door and somebody famous telling Logan that he wants him to come to work for him right now.